As a designer, life is mostly spent in front of a screen, and even when I take breaks, it just doesn't feel enough. So every few months, I get this itch to need to reset. And the only way I know how is I book a flight and I just leave. Vietnam has been on my list for years, and on December 31st midnight, I finally did it. A one-way ticket to Hanoi. No plan or expectations, I just needed to escape. And when I landed, I felt kinda reborn. I spent most of my time in Hanoi, and I fell in love with its streets. The endless tube houses, the trees arcing over like a canopy, the unfiltered chaos of the city, and the countless cafes where time feels slower. And the best part was I could walk everywhere. People always ask me, do you get inspired for new designs when you travel? And honestly, not really. For me, travel isn't about seeking design inspiration, it's actually about resetting. And I don't need to look at architecture or branding for ideas, it's just stepping into a completely different environment, being surrounded by new sounds, new people, new energy. And that is the reset I actually need. I also took a day trip to Halong Bay, and even though I've seen photos of it, nothing compares to actually being there. For those who may not know, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and you can see why. There's something mystical about sailing through these formations, drifting between towering cliffs and hidden caves. And the weather wasn't perfect. It was a bit cloudy, a little misty, but in a way it kind of added to the atmosphere. It made everything feel way more dramatic. When we were sailing through these limestone mountains, all I was thinking was how small we are compared to nature and how much more there is to see in the world. I also visited Ninh Binh. I spent 2 nights here, and it was a perfect reset from Hanoi's fast-paced energy. One of my favorite moments was hiking to the top of Mua Caves. The climb was a bit intense, it was about 500 steps, but the view at the top made it all worth it. I also visited Dinh, which is one of the largest Buddhist pagoda complexes in Southeast Asia. Walking through these ancient structures, learning about the meaning behind each statue and symbol, it was a different kind of experience. It was a bit more reflective, more slower, more intentional, and I low-key like that. And coming back to Hanoi, I fell in love with the food. Pho, bun cha, spring rolls, banh mi, every meal felt like an experience. So yeah, that was my trip, my first attempt at vlogging an entire journey. I don't know if I did the trip justice, but I do know one thing, that traveling is definitely essential for me. And it's not just for inspiration, but for perspective, for a reset, and for remembering that there's more to life than just working. If you're a designer or anyone really, take that break, big or small, outside your city, outside your routine, because you never know how much it's going to help you. And as always, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments where your dream reset destination is. And if you enjoy this, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.